Breaking news, 3 new gun control bills are now law here in Colorado. And this new video just into our newsroom shows the governor signing new limits on gun magazines as well as expanded background checks for gun buyers. Right now, the governor and other lawmakers are holding a news conference talking about the new restrictions. That's a live look at it. We have a reporter there at the Capitol, and we'll get you an update in just a moment. But right now, more breaking news in the shocking overnight murder of the head of Colorado's prison system. Tom Clements was gunned down as he answered the front door of his Monument home last night. Air Tracker 7 was over the home this morning. Investigators are searching the area for clues, and they are talking to neighbors. We get team coverage for you right now on the murder of Tom Clements. 7 News reporter Tyler Lopez is at the command center. And Tyler, a neighbor may have seen something that could help lead to Clements' killer.
Right, Bertha, it's a vehicle. It was seen empty, but the engine running just minutes before someone called 911 from inside the Clements home to say the executive director of our state prison system had been shot. El Paso County Sheriff's deputies explained to people living along Colonial Park Drive about the events of Tuesday night. The executive director of the state's prison system, Tom Clements, was shot and killed at his home here. The initial report came just after 8:30 from inside the Clements home that someone rang the doorbell. Tom went to get the door and was shot.
Ended up blacking out our house and making sure that we were safe, but all of our prayers go out to the family. We truly are so sorry for their loss.
With daybreak came the chance to do a grid search of the sloping, tree-covered terrain. Air Tracker 7 capturing the wide-open, large, separated homes in this area. Just minutes before the shooting, a resident saw a car that detectives now want to find.
It was not occupied at that time, but the vehicle was running, which of course elevates kind of the suspicious nature of that observation, so to speak.
Here's another look at the vehicle they're trying to find right now. A vehicle of interest, an older 90s model 2-door sedan described as boxy and shiny by the resident, possibly a Lincoln. It was seen leaving this area heading west towards the mountains, then veering south on Jackson Creek along I-25 with green dashboard lights. Again, that's the vehicle they want to find right now as this investigation continues to unfold. Live in Monument, Tyler Lopez, 7 News.
Tyler, now take a look. Flags outside public buildings in Colorado are lowered to half-staff this morning in honor of Tom Clements. The governor says they're going to remain at half-staff until the day after his funeral. 7 News reporter Lance Hernandez continues our team coverage now. And Lance, in an emotional appearance that you and I were tweeting about this morning, Governor Hickenlooper called Clements a dedicated, committed, and caring public servant.
Bertha, Governor John Hickenlooper struggled to hold his emotions in check while talking about Clements just a few hours ago. He paused several times and explained that he and his staff were there with leaden hearts and insufficient words. Now, Tom Clements was appointed executive director of the Department of Corrections in January 2011. The governor says he lured him to Colorado just as he was retiring from a similar job back east.
That's the number 2 guy at corrections in Missouri after 31 years. He was far and away the best choice we could find anywhere in the country. In many ways, he helped define what a public servant is. He did his job quietly and intently. He cared deeply about his staff, his family, and the community. Tom Clements dedicated his life to being a public servant, to making our state better, to making the world a better place. And he is going to be deeply, deeply missed. He was a great friend to me, to I think all of us.
The governor says his thoughts and prayers are with Clements' wife Lisa and with the couple's 2 daughters. He said the incident, whether it's in retaliation for something we don't know about yet, is also an act of intimidation. But he says he and his cabinet have to move forward with their work. I'm Lance Hernandez in the 7 Newsroom.
This investigation for you. 7 News app users were alerted to this breaking news even before 7 News Now this morning. You can download the app for continuing updates throughout the day, and we also live stream news conferences for you as they happen. Now, a news alert. A .22 caliber clip with 3 bullets is found at an elementary school. A student found it in a 4th grade classroom at Boulder Community School of Integrated Studies yesterday afternoon. The student took the clip to the teacher and the school grounds were searched. While there's no reason to believe the bullets are a threat, there is added police presence outside the school today and through the week. We've asked if this was a magazine, and district officials say it is a clip.